Hey folks, Vic here with a weekly trade video for the week ending Friday, April the 23rd, 2021. In this video, I'm going to go over a bunch more scalp trades from just this past week. I show you these trades so that you'll hopefully gain a sense of how we use higher time frame levels of support resistance to structure trades around with very small pip risk. Okay, and by seeing more and more of them, they'll become easier to see, and they should instill confidence in this approach. When I'm in our chat room, I point these setups out to our members, and that very often they find them themselves, actually, which is great. And then they can elect to take them or not. Okay, I teach these setups and the entry methods. That's what we do in our service. It's the old adage of teaching people to fish, okay? But I'm there to help along the way, of course, as well. And everything's laid out in our Scalp members website area. So there you go. And, listen, I'm showing you lots of scalp trades in this video from this past week. Keep in mind that there is actually even more than this on other currency pairs. I'm just showing you ones on the 9 pairs that I cover in my daily scalp level video for our members. So lots of opportunity. So there you go. I hope you like these videos. I really do. And, if that's the case, I always very much appreciate it when I get a thumbs up by hitting the like button. And you can subscribe to our channel by clicking that little subscribe button. It's in the bottom right of the video, and then you'll get notified whenever we put out a new video. Okay, here you go. Okay, this series of trades took place on April the 20th, Tuesday, April the 20th. This first one's the Aussie Yen pair. And there was actually lots of trades today. I'm just going to show you ones that I cover in my scalp level videos, and you'll see, just how they how they play it out. And our entry time frame is a 15-minute chart for our scalps. The entry on this one was right here. It was at 84.25, and pretty nice move out of that one. It needed an 11 pip risk, and it made obviously lots. It actually was up as much as 47 pips. Aussie US dollar. This one here was another one that was a buy right in here, and the way that we look for setups. And it didn't amount to much. It made it first take profit on that one, and then it got up about 30 pips altogether, and then it collapsed after that. What else we got here? The Euro Yen had some stuff on it today as well. So this pair had a buy right here on this pair, and it ended up the buy was right in here on this pair, and it went against us a little tiny bit, like a few pips. And did this and then straight up, and it actually made the opposing level on that pair. So a pretty good move. Needed an 11 pip risk, and made it up. At this level alone, this is an opposing daily level. That's 40 pips, just that alone. But it went up way beyond that even. So yeah, it's a pretty good move on that one. What else we got here? The New Zealand. Oh, actually no, the British pound US dollar. Actually, this one here has some losses on it. So yeah, this was initially there was a sell right into here. It went against a little bit, never stopped out, and then this would be a break-even trade for us because we use impeccable risk management, trade management on this. All of this down move here, why didn't we keep it? That's hindsight. You could say, oh, why didn't you keep it? Well, because we have rules for things, and that would have got us out for break-even. People can develop their own way of doing things. It's up to them. I just show you some general protocols, and whether you want to follow them or not is optional. So this one here, then it became a sell right here, and that's a losing trade. After that, these swing breaks get our attention. That comes down, then we had a little trade in here, and that ended up being a profitable trade in there. And then we don't take any of these trades in here. We were then looking for a sell up into here. It never happened. Came all the way back down. So that was the end of that one. New Zealand US dollar pair, and all of these horizontal lines here are all daily charts that we key off of. And this was a buy right into here, and it also had a decent move up. Was up 24 pips, I believe, and something like that. Certainly a profitable trade on that one as well. And okay, I had to take a phone call right there, so I paused the recording and started it again here. So I hope I covered everything there. We just showed this New Zealand US dollar trade here. And yeah, so you can see that, as I've said before, these happen very frequently, these trading opportunities. And I will put some more of these together and just show you, just so you can see that how we identify levels. That's really the crux of it, identifying a good level to trade at. And, they're obviously good levels. I mean, you can see the reactions around them all the time, that, a bit of a consolidation and a breakout and then a pause right here and another rally and almost got hit again here. So they're good levels. And when you learn how to do that, you're really off to the races. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Okay, so here's some more trades that set up on Wednesday, Wednesday, April the 21st. And again, everything we do is around trading at key levels of support resistance and reading price action to get into low risk, high reward trading opportunities. So on this pair, we had come down, and this is, the Aussie yen has got an overall uptrend bias for us, but you can take counter trade trends, but you need to, really understand what you're doing. So price comes down here, and we started to rally, and this gave us our first buying opportunity right into here. This is an aggressive one, or you could simply buy it right here too, because we have, even though we trade around levels of support or resistance, there are different ways to enter these based on environment, based on your own personal preference, because not everybody's cut the same. I mean, you might want a little bit more confirmation with your trade. Other people are a little more aggressive. No problem. It all works just fine, and it's just a matter of identifying what works best for you. So in this case here, nothing happened in here. It certainly never got stopped out. All of this action in here would get us out for break even. No matter what happens, this is all hindsight BS. This is a break even trade for us. Now this, when price goes up and starts to get higher highs like this, this was another buying opportunity right here, and that was a pretty good move up. This was also another buying opportunity based on the structure of what was happening with price here. And one of our members took it right down here, and look at the move up he got here. Now, he didn't get all of this, but he scaled out the way that works for him. I know it was over about a 2-to-1 or something like that, reward risk. And that's fine. That's the whole idea. You could still be in this trade too. Somebody else might be more aggressive and want to, this is the opposing daily level. I mean, now you're talking about a pretty huge move. Okay, this is 83.30. This is 84. This is almost a 100 pip move up to there. Okay, and you're talking about a trade that only needs a stop of like 12 pips. Okay, based on the way that we have our stops. New Zealand US dollar had a trade as well today. Let's see here. Where is it? New Zealand US dollar. And again, these levels of support resistance are how we get into these trades. And this was a good daily level here. First time back here, we hit it right here. Nice move down. Definitely got profitable. And then it went up against us, and it stopped out for break even on the remainder. And, assume that you scaled out. If you didn't, then you got to get your stop to, so you have the risk out of the trade. Either way, it went up and now nothing else. And so that was good. Another little winner in there. On the New Zealand yen pair, this is an interesting one. So we have an overall an overall bullish bias both on the daily and the weekly. So when we look at our levels on the 15-minute chart, which is our entry time frame. So this is the start of the day, this vertical line here. And I told everybody in my week, I do these scalp level videos every day, and I provide these levels for our members, and I might make a few comments about trend bias and about what to watch for, things like that. And on this one, I said, look, because we have a daily bias and a weekly bias, excuse me, to the upside, I'd wait to see some swing breaks in here, which is what happened right here. And then you can sell it back to here. This was a profitable trade, comes back. What are you going to do? Nothing. So that's a little profit in there. See, you get a lot of these little ones like this because you don't know when things are going to explode, like I just showed you on the Aussie yen pair. Well, look what happens here. This structure in here gave us another buying opportunity right here. In fact, in our trading room, in our chat room, I told everybody I was going to be buying it down here at 77.50. This isn't a call service. I'm just telling what I'm doing based on the rules of engagement that we have. And this was the move up. Bought it here. Took the profit up in here. It was, that was 40 pips. 40 pips up into there. It actually went up a lot more than that. It went up about 50, 55 pips on an initial stop of 11 pips. Those are really, really good reward risk trades. Okay, I'm going to show you one more that we did not take. Sometimes, you got to know understand when not to take a trade. And this is experience, guys. This, when you look at this thing technically and mechanically and go, yeah, this was a trade and a loss. Well, no, it wasn't, because on the Aussie US dollar pair, when price came up to here, you can see what happened the prior day. Price came down, and this was a sell in here, and it moved down, fine. It comes up again here, but the environment was different here. And this is experience. And like I said, you're reading what's going on with everything else. A lot of the other Aussie pairs had a long ways to go before they hit resistance. They had not gone very far up. The dollar index was falling off a cliff. If you're going to sell this, you want the dollar to be rallying. Well, here's what the dollar index looked like. It's like this, straight down. Okay, so that's why I let everybody in the room. I told everybody I will not be taking it for these particular reasons, and good thing, because it would have got stopped out. So anyway, there you go. Those are the trades that set up for Wednesday, April the 21st, 2021. Hi again, folks. Actually, I meant to show you one other trade from this day of April the 21st, Wednesday, April 21st, 2021. It was on the Euro-Yen pair, stuck in a real range. I mean, look at this. That's quite something. But our bias is still up on it. We'll see what happens until price proves us otherwise. So in this case here, price came down, and so this is another one of our ways that we can get into trades. It actually finally broke down in here. You could have sold this and made some pips, but there's a buy level down here too, based on how we use 4-hour charts and combine them with. You can even combine them with 15-minute charts. We have a technique for that as well. So because we had some initial buys off of this, which were fine. They worked out and they were profitable. But when it breaks down like this, you can look for your next level of reasonable support, and especially when we're trading in alignment with the daily and weekly trends. And he bought it down here at 129, what was it, 74, 129.74, and he rode it up into here, right up to this level here. So that was pretty good. I think it was a 38 pip profit that he made on that, which is pretty nice. And so yeah, there's just, based on how price is behaving around these levels, you can take different kinds of setups, and they all work just fine. All right. So I just wanted to add that one in. Thanks. Hey folks, here's some scalp trades that set up on Thursday, April the 22nd, 2021, Aussie Yen pair. Yeah, we've just been stuck between this resistance and support in here, and so watching these levels for trades. And the first one that happened was right here, which is a level we're looking to buy at. Real nice bounce in there. This is a non-qualifier here, and there was actually another trade with a buy right down at the very bottom here. Honestly, there was. We use for a different entry technique down there. So but that was late in the day. So sometimes when you get after the London close, not a lot happens anyway. But in any event, it was a profitable trade. Had it been taken. And let's see here, New Zealand yen pair. Yeah, we had a couple on these ones. This pair today. Actually, we started off with a losing trade. So yesterday we had this buy right here at this. This is a great level, and we had a really nice move up yesterday. And today we bought it as it came back to retest this after this extremely strong move up. And usually, you have to remember that we're scalping. We're not taking position trades or any kind of a swing trade, nothing like that. We're scalping. We're going for short movements with small pip risk. And we bought it here, and this was a full loss. There was nothing we could have done about it. We then had another entry level right down here at 77.38. I took that as well. So I had this trade on. This was during New York. I had a losing trade on the first one. I got the second one and rode it up here and had a profitable trade. Okay. On the let's see here, British pound Japanese yen pair. Yeah, this one here was another trade that when it came down to this level, I let the members in the room know that because of the environment that we were in, I was not going to be taking this trade. Most of the trades are fairly objective, but there is some subjectivity once in a while. It's not very common, but it comes with a little more experience. I mean, had you taken a trade, it would have been a losing trade. We didn't know that. It could have gone straight up and I could have missed it. But, because of the British pound pairs really getting hit hard today and the other crosses, I just said I'm staying out of it to see a bit of confirmation, or we'll buy it down at this next enhanced entry level that I show our members that we have what's called an enhanced entry method. And this was the buy right here. In fact, a few other members put their orders in as well at 149.44. And this was the move up. It was really good. Actually, way more than made up for any losses today. Look where it went back up to, right to this level of support resistance on the daily chart. And yeah, pretty good trade on that one. There were a few other ones as well today, but I just want to give you a little sampling of trades that set up. So yeah, it's just a matter of like we just trade around these key levels of support resistance on the higher time frames, and we have the entries are pretty simple on them in most cases. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see if there's anything for tomorrow, which would be Friday, April 23rd. I'm not sure what's going to be going on there, anything or not. So if not, have a great weekend. If so, I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Okay, folks, here's a rundown of some trades that set up on Friday, April the 23rd, 2021. And same stuff, you know, we're using higher time frame levels to structure our trades around. So on the Aussie US dollar pair, we had this level right here is a really strong level just because of, you see how hard price dropped after that. Lower highs, lower lows, swing break, everything. This is a strong level, and it's actually held pretty well in here. And so today, as price, you know, opened and rallied up to it, it's a sell up at that level, and it was a profitable trade doing that. We got our first profit target out of it, and after that, it's trade management. You know, you can move your stop to your entry, so if you get back up there, you're going to be out, which is what happened right here. You can even leave a few pips of risk in the trade so that even if you get stopped out, overall you'll be profitable because of the profit that you took on the first trade. Okay, but everybody does this part differently, so I'm just giving you different alternatives. And the ultimate, of course, is if it goes down to the opposing level on the daily, or I would even look at this level right here as a place to take a profit. But anyway, it never happened, so it doesn't matter. On the British pound, Japanese yen, we had this nice negative candle. See the prior day? There's a really good level of support here, big negative candle. And today, guess where price went back up to? Right back up to that same level. Okay, so after making kind of dropping and making all these swing breaks here, it came back up and hit this level. And that's been a pretty good trade. That made a big move down today. Let me see here. On the British pound US dollar, there was a good trade. That was another one. Big negative candle the prior day. And you notice that we have not made it back to this opposing level in here. This has been a really good level of a big move off of it. A lot of support in here. A lot of reaction around that level. So, you know, price rallied all the way back up and hit this level that I have marked on my chart here at 138.94-ish. And that's what it hit right there, pretty much to the pip. And really big move down here so far today on that one. What else here? The New Zealand yen pair. One of our members picked this one up. She was, what she did on this one, actually, see another negative candle the prior day. You know, it's good just to see what's happening the day before. What can we expect? And it had broke below this level of what used to be, and let's bring this up here, a level of support in here that had a big move, you know, pretty good strong move off of it. It's just one that we keep an eye on. You never know what's going to happen around them. But what happened here in this case is that we had, you know, lots of downward movement, big swing breaks. And as it came back up to it, you could sell it right here. Okay, right when it touched it, definitely. Chopped around for a long time. Definitely not a trade we would lose on. She took it up a little bit higher. She was watching this level up here on the 15-minute to get a little bit better entry. It's one of the techniques that we teach. And this is the move down that she got. And then it's come all the way back up to her entry. But she's, you know, took her profit out of it as it went down there. And finally, on the New Zealand US dollar pair, yeah, another negative candle the prior day. You can see it here. So this level, right, see my cursor is right here. This is a really strong daily level. And just, again, another one to keep an eye on because, you know, we have this negative candle coming into the day. Price rallies up to that resistance level. and that was right here. It hit it, profitable trade, and it actually made another attempt up in here. This time it hit that little 15-minute level, and another good move down after that one. But this was the primary one that hit first. So yeah, there you go. There's a few more trades that set up on Friday, April the 23rd. So yeah, I just hope it gives you a little bit of a sense of how we look for these scalp trades and that kind of thing. And they usually work out okay, and especially with our trade management. Not always. We sometimes you just lose on them. They just go right against you, like the one I think I showed you yesterday. But in any event, they happen. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Thanks so much. So there you go. As you can see, for those that like a more active approach, there's lots of trades. Okay, so yeah, let's leave it at that. And please, listen, don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions about this video or our service or whatever it is, and I'd be more than happy to get back to you. In the meantime, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Take care.